tree, we gave up our rightful authority by following the lies of the enemy. Jesus, the second Adam, came and defeated Satan, taking back that, giving authority back to us by faith in him. So we can by faith declare fear has to flee. We can by faith declare that we can have peace, we can have comfort, we can have healing, we can have restoration, we can be made new because of who Jesus is. The enemy wants to blind us to this truth. Hear me. He does not have the strength to stop what God has promised, but he does have the strength to blind us from where Jesus wants to take us. If we listen to his lies, if we allow him to, he can lead us away from the life that Jesus has provided for us. But when we say, God, take the blinders off, when we say, God, I know that whether I see you, whether I feel you or not, you're with me. When I say it doesn't matter what happens in my life. I don't even care if things don't change. I know in whom I have believed, and I am convinced that he is able to keep all that I have committed to him unto the very end. And even if my life is destroyed here, to be absent from this body is to be present with the Lord. And so I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. I'm not waving the towel of surrender. I'm holding fast that he is with me, that greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. When we realize that he is the only truth, watch this, he leads us into forgiveness. He leads us into healing. He leads us into freedom, into purpose, into identity, into meaning and value. He leads us into life. Why? Luke 4:18 and 19, Jesus told us why. He said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind. Interesting that he would say that, right? He sent me to liberate those who are oppressed and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. I call this story the 7 Mile Miracle. I borrowed that title from somebody, but it made sense. 7 miles from Emmaus, or from Jerusalem to Emmaus. And the first 7 miles, they walked in darkness. The first 7 miles, they were overcome by the blindness, the deception. Their inability to believe, right? Because they hadn't seen. Even though faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. But then Jesus, in his grace, in his mercy, in his compassion, comes and reveals himself in a profound way. He could have just said, hey guys, it's me, but he decided to go a little deeper. I want you to remember what I had said. I want you to remember what I had promised. I want to explain why all this had to happen in your life, and then he chose to reveal himself. So this time it would set, right? Because we know it's set because the 7 Mile Miracle was they left after having seen Jesus. After Jesus disappeared from their sight, they got up that late at night and they ran. I imagine that was the fastest 7 mile run they had ever done. They ran back to Jerusalem and they found the remaining believers and they said, we have seen the risen Christ. It is as he said. He has risen. He is risen indeed. I know it's only the week after Easter, but I'm not done celebrating what he did at Easter.